All right, so get ready to explore some Japanese folklore today.
Sounds fascinating.
This one is really interesting, and I think you'll like this one a lot.
Yeah.
It's the Konaki-jiji, which literally translates to crying old man.
Okay.
But don't let that fool ya. There's a lot more to it than that.
Right, because that doesn't sound too bad, a crying old man.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So what's the story?
What is the story?
Yeah, what's going on here?
So this is a yokai that's known for preying on people's empathy and compassion. And it does this through deception.
It's a classic case, right? Like I feel like that's kind of a classic tactic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So picture this. You're walking through like a remote mountain range in Japan, maybe the Shikoku region, which is known for like there's lots of forests,
Okay.
super misty.
I'm creeped out already.
You hear the cries of a baby.
Oh, see, I would fall for this.
Right.
I'm not going to lie.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I'm a sucker.
Yeah. Oh, no.
And so I would go.
That's exactly what the Konaki-jiji wants you to do.
Okay.
So this creature can appear as either like a frail, helpless old man
Oh, no.
or a crying baby.
Even worse. Way worse.
Abandoned and alone, right?
Oh, yeah.
So it's really pulling at your heartstrings.
Oh, absolutely.
You just want to go and help this, this poor creature.
And and think about it, you're in the wilderness. You're already a little on edge.
Totally.
So you're going to be jumpy. And then you hear a crying baby.
Absolutely.
It's going to get you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, you go to help this baby. You bend down to pick it up.
Don't do it.
And the Konaki-jiji's true nature is revealed.
And what happens?
Because it's not just a crying baby, it's got supernatural powers.
Yeah.
And the minute you make contact to pick it up,
Yeah.
its weight becomes way more than you bargained for.
So it's like deceptively heavy?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like this sudden transformation.
It's so creepy.
It's light one second and the next,
Yep.
it's just crushing you. So we're talking about a creature that doesn't just like jump out at you, to scare you. It really uses your compassion against you.
Yeah.
Which is really messed up when you think about it.
It really is. And what I find interesting is that this idea of the trickster in Japanese folklore,
Right.
it comes up a lot.
Oh, yeah.
This is one theme we see again and again.
Totally. Like, have you ever heard of the tanuki?
Of course, the tanuki. Yeah, everyone loves the tanuki.
Right. So the tanuki is a creature that uses illusion to trick people.
Right. And it's usually, they're usually up to no good. Right?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
But it's usually pretty harmless.
Yeah.
Compared to this.
Totally. Yeah.
This is like way worse.
Right. The tanuki is not trying to crush you with its weight.
No, not usually.
No.
Usually they're just trying to steal your sake or something.
Exactly, yeah.
Or trick you in a funny way.
Right, or make you think that you're seeing something that you're not.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more mischievous, I guess, than anything else.
Exactly. Yeah, and so...
But the Konaki-jiji is playing for keeps.
Yes, exactly.
Like, this is life or death here.
Right, this is not a joke.
It's serious business.
Right, and it's interesting, too, because, like, the tanuki and even the kitsune...
Right, the fox spirits.
Yes, the fox spirits.
Yes.
They also, they can also shapeshift.
Right.
They use illusions to trick people.
Yeah, they're all about that illusion, for sure.
Right, but they're not always, how do I say this?
Malicious.
Malicious, yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
They don't always have bad intentions.
Right, sometimes they do.
Right.
Sometimes they're just messing with you for fun.
Yeah, exactly.
But with this creature, this yokai, there's always a darkness, there's always a danger.
It's almost like it reflects a fear of the unknown in a way.
Oh, absolutely. And especially in like Japanese folklore.
Yeah.
The wilderness is often seen as, obviously beautiful, sacred,
Right.
but also dangerous,
Right.
Where are spirits and yokai lurking everywhere.
It's like you were saying earlier, like when you're walking through the forest and you're already kind of on edge.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you add in this element of like, oh, what was that noise?
Right. Your mind starts to play tricks on you.
Totally.
Especially when you're alone, you're more susceptible to that kind of thing.
Right. It just plays into those fears.
For sure.
So we've got this creature that's like, embodies this fear of the unknown and it's preying on our empathy.
Yeah, it's a powerful combination.
Right.
It's a really potent story, I think, and it's stuck around for a reason.
Yeah, and it makes you wonder, like, has this creature, kind of made its way into more modern storytelling?
It has, actually. Yeah, you see it pop up in a few places, like manga and anime and stuff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I think one of the most notable examples is probably in Jijana no Kitaro. which is, it's a really popular manga and anime series, and it's all about yokai.
Right.
So it's like, it's perfect for this kind of thing.
Totally, yeah.
And the Konaki-jiji shows up, and it's,
Wait, hold on.
yeah.
So they actually have this creature that's all about deception and preying on your empathy as a character in this show?
Yeah, yeah. But it's interesting because
Okay.
they don't always portray it as, like, completely evil.
Really?
Yeah, which I think is kind of fascinating
No,
because it
well-
kind of makes you think about, like, okay, even these creatures that seem purely monstrous,
Yeah.
maybe there's more to them than meets the eye.
So we've gone from this really old Japanese folklore to modern-day manga, and I've got to say, the Konaki-jiji is one creature that I don't think I'm going to forget anytime soon.
It's definitely memorable.
Yeah, but it's more than just like a scary story, right?
Right.
There's a deeper meaning here.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it really speaks to this idea of misplaced compassion.
Oh, interesting. Like, so on the surface, you see a crying baby and you want to help it.
Of course. Yeah.
That seems like the compassionate thing to do.
Your instinct is to help.
Right.
You care for this helpless creature.
But in this case, it's like a fatal mistake.
It is.
And like the Konaki-jiji is kind of this like warning.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very literal kind of on-the-nose warning, right?
Yeah.
It's like, don't help so quickly.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Exactly.
Be discerning with your compassion.
Wow, it's like the Konaki-jiji is urging us to maybe slow down a little bit
Yeah, for sure.
and really think things through.
Yeah, don't just jump into every situation,
Right.
especially if you're in a dark and misty forest in Japan.
Right, exactly.
Be careful out there.
So what you're saying is the next time we come across like a situation that just really is tugging at our heartstrings and we feel this urge to help,
Yeah,
we should channel our inner Konaki-jiji a little,
maybe a little bit, yeah.
like be a little bit skeptical.
I mean, I don't think it's about being completely jaded or shutting down your empathy entirely,
Right.
but just temper it with a little bit of wisdom,
Yeah, be wise.
Be discerning,
Right.
And also, a healthy dose of curiosity never hurt.
I love that.
Right.
It makes you wonder, though, are there Konaki-jiji moments in our own lives?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Like where we think we're helping?
All right, you think you're doing the right thing.
Right. But maybe we're not.
Yeah, or maybe there's more to the story than you realize.
Exactly. And it just kind of makes you think twice about, jumping in to help without maybe knowing the whole story.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's a good place to leave it for today.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on and exploring this with me.
Oh, this was fun.
Yeah,
This is a good one.
this is great. And to our listeners, thank you so much for tuning in.
Yes. Thanks, everyone.
And we'll see you in the next episode.